starting again is hard. I'm a person that, for most of my years, hated myself. And it's because I have a vision of myself that I want to be, I want to become, and I always envied that person. And I yearn to be him. But in reality, he doesn't exist. I'm following in the footsteps of a ghost. And to some, that may seem inspiring and motivating, but I feel this kind of pressure, this expectation, this standard that he sets, even though he does not exist. And that's hard for me. I can't really differentiate that he isn't a real person. I think the weight of his accolades is weighing down on me, even though he does not exist, or does not exist yet. And it's hard because every single time that I forge that path to become him, I choke, I guess. I I stop and I think that it's a lot to be him. It's there's a lot of pressure surrounding that guy. I Am I really worthy of that responsibilities? Am I really worthy to be that guy? I don't. But at the end of the day, I think I'm aware that he does not exist. You know, I think that person that I'm looking up to is just a personification of my inner self. I think I put too much pressure on myself to be something, to achieve something that I'm still attached to myself. I think truly the happiest people are the freest. I'm not defining that free means lawless, but free from expectations and standards to be this specific person. I think the happiest people can interchange, they are not pigeonholed into this position that people or themselves put them to. And I think I fall short of that. And I definitely know, and I'm definitely self-aware that that's not right. I think I'm being unfair to myself. That I'm comparing myself to someone that, hallucinated or not, is successful when I'm not really in that part yet. And I'm young, I have a lot of stuff to do. And yeah, I think also that a lot of stuff to do part is what pressures me, especially when I'm planning to be, when I'm forging that path. I tend to think about what steps I have to take, and my brain's really fast, and it would build that path. It would analyze those steps, and I would feel overwhelmed because there's a lot of stuff to be successful, to be that person. So, what I want to say is that you have to let go yourself. I think that's the best way to start again. I guess that's pretty self-explanatory, but for some people, especially myself, I tend to get so indulged in the moment that I would forget that I still have time, you know? That I would be so pressured into things that I would think that next day I would die, weirdly enough. And I think that's a factor on why I can't change. No matter how much I said I can't change, I just expect myself. I pigeonhole myself. And honestly, I think that letting go of yourself means losing your identity. And that's scary because you've known yourself for years, you know? You've built that image of yourself, and you've become, I guess, predictable by your own self because it's you. But I think sometimes we have to subvert our own expectations. You know, I've lived my whole life thinking I'm this person, this academically gifted person, and it's nice to recognize your own excellence, but at a certain point it becomes your cage instead of your trophy. And I think I was locked there for a long time, and I would try to get revenge from that because I know deep down I'm not that kind of person. But I also am aware that I am that person because it's me. I do those things. I'm not playing pretend. I don't really want to pretend to be somebody I don't want to. I guess that the main thing that I want to say here is that I'd like to let go of myself. And hopefully I understand myself. Because I still don't actually understand myself. I'm human. I think our journey does not necessarily end until our death. So I'm not really that excited to know myself yet. I'm afraid. But it's what I have to do. So you should too. That's it. Bye bye.